You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about Caleb Williams. In fact, I got multiple Caleb Williams videos coming today. None of them, neither one makes Caleb Williams look real good. And something is coming back from the dead like Jason Voorhees, and I don't guess it ever really died, and that is something that the Williams camp, the Williams household, Caleb Williams, I'm sorry, but if this is coming from his dad, it is coming from him, far as I'm concerned, because obviously he's going to let his family call some of the shots, which would scare the crap out of me if I'm an NFL team, after watching how big of a shit show that Lamar Jackson contract situation was, with Lamar's mother heading up the negotiations. But there's some things out there that are not looking great for Caleb Williams right now. And I won't go in depth on all these, but let's just take this one. This is Phil Perry, the senator who covers the Patriots. Caleb Williams is not locked in as the number 1 overall pick. There is some buzz, some real buzz going on out there. And we've seen this with draft picks in the past, where somebody, remember, like Baker Mayfield all of a sudden comes out of nowhere to become the number 1 overall pick? That's something to think about here, folks. On his Next Pats podcast, Patriots insider Phil Perry shared some eye-opening information he gleaned while at the NFL Combine in Indianapolis regarding Williams' draft stock. Caleb Williams is not everyone's number 1 quarterback, which surprises me a bit. There are a few reasons as to why Caleb might not be every scout and every coach's favorite quarterback this draft class. It's the off-field stuff, folks. I can tell you right now. It's the off-field stuff. But how do the Bears view Williams? Are they one of the few teams that has reservations about the 2022 Heisman Trophy winner? The Bears, after having spoken to someone in Chicago, are not dead set on Caleb Williams. That's Phil Perry. It's not a guarantee. It is not locked in, and this week at the Combine will matter for him for all those reasons we've mentioned. And what I understood, guys, is that, and it may have been Phil Perry that talked to 11 different evaluators, and 4 of them had a different quarterback in the top spot. So only 7 out of 11 had him as the number 1 quarterback. 4 other ones did not. Well, this isn't going to help, because now this is Outkick. This is surfaced that once again, Caleb Williams is wanting NFL ownership, a stake in ownership. That's after the NFL world and fans and everybody else laughing him out the door the last 6 months about this, about how absurd it is to even bring this up and how much it makes your ego look like total and complete crap. But it is here again. The Athletic reported Wednesday on how Williams and those around him are handling the draft process, and it is unsurprisingly sounds like a bit of a mess. There are a number of interesting revelations about Williams and his time at USC, including an estimate of his NIL earnings from 2 seasons in LA. According to sources quoted by The Athletic, he earned roughly $10 million from endorsements and sponsorship deals. That level of financial success in college has reportedly led Williams, and more specifically his father, okay, far as I'm concerned, that's him. All right, his parents, everybody knows his parents are so involved in this that if this is coming from his dad, it's coming from him, far as I'm concerned. Being more controlling about the draft and contract situation than many other first-year players. Are you going to try to tell me this guy's not a headache? And those questions or demands have been increasingly focused on maximizing his earning potential during his first few years in the league, to the point where Carl Williams asked agents about loopholes to avoid rookie contracts, as well as whether it would be possible to receive an ownership stake in a new team. Come on, we're doing it again, really? So far, the answer to both questions has been a resounding no. No kidding. No kidding. A resounding no. Here we are again on NFL ownership from Caleb Williams. I kid you not. We're in the week of the combine. And this is popping up yet again. And his dad is wanting him to what? Break NFL rules to look for ways to make additional money outside. Go get sponsorship deals. That's what an agent is supposed to be for. An agent is supposed to represent you, go out there and get you other big money deals with sponsorships, etc. Let it be known, a lot of these quarterbacks that have a lot of sponsorship deals when they come out don't look so good. Don't look so good. I think if you gave Baker Mayfield truth serum, he'd probably tell you he wished he didn't do as many, what was it, Geico or Progressive commercials or whatever that was in the beginning. And we're talking about Phil Perry talking about he's not a lock at number one. Well, guess what? Dan Orlovsky, a guy that I respect a lot when it comes to quarterback evaluation, has come out and said the same thing I've been saying for months. Jayden Daniels is the number one quarterback in this draft and should be drafted number one overall. I mean, he's a taller quarterback. He can grow into a bigger frame. Look, Caleb Williams, not that big. He's just somewhere right under 6'1". I mean, Jayden Daniels is like 6'3", every bit of it. And he's got, I mean, his numbers in college, come on. 2 seasons with LSU, right here, 57 touchdowns, 7 picks, 6,725 yards. Come on. I mean, this guy, he's played a ton of college football. A ton. He's played more college football than Caleb Williams has. I mean, really. Really. And he's thrown the ball about 300 more times, too. 1,400 attempts, 1,100 attempts. I mean, I think that's a big deal. I really do. And he can grow into that body. So this is what Orlovsky said. The ESPN analyst took one of his boldest stances yet, claiming that LSU's Jayden Daniels should be the number one overall pick in the NFL draft. If I were the Chicago Bears right now, I would take Jayden Daniels, Orlovsky said on Get Up. That's not a knock on Caleb Williams. This is a plus for Jayden Daniels. Caleb Williams is fantastic. Jayden Daniels is better. Wow. I mean, that tells you a lot right there. As Orlovsky alluded to, the general consensus dating back to last year, even before the 2023 NFL Draft, is that Williams would be the first overall pick. And while that thinking has largely held, there's been plenty of buzz regarding Daniels following his Heisman Trophy winning season at LSU. That tells you right there. That's really interesting. All right. Now it says Orlovsky's going out on a limb, but again, you see that report from Phil Perry. He's not a lock to go number one. And you got to wonder, is this going to take on a new life or a further life as we go? I mean, really, his dad's at the NFL Combine. They're at the NFL Combine, and the ownership issue is popping up again. And look, Orlovsky is a guy like Merrill Hodge. He's a tape cruncher, all right? He's a guy that can go in. He talks about how much he watches tape and evaluates quarterbacks in particular. And he's telling you, like Merrill Hodge, look, I'm seeing something out of other guys that I'm not seeing out of Caleb. And then you've got all this off-the-field stuff. There's a lot. And my next video is about his ego. Well, there's a bunch of it. I mean, there's more things that's coming out. It's crazy. It is absolutely nuts. That NFL ownership thing would give me so much pause that would make I would be so concerned that this guy is so ate up with things outside of becoming the best NFL quarterback possible. That would be my number one issue. Do you approach the game in the same manner that Peyton Manning and Tom Brady did? Question mark. No, you're not ate up with football? I'm not taking you. I want my quarterback to be absurdly ate up and drowning in football and getting better. That's what I want. The CEO of your football team. Woo, not a chance. Not a chance. Wow. Are there loopholes to get around NFL contracts? If that's not a blinking red flag, I don't know what is. Between that and crawling in the stands, crying with your mama. Jeez. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.